She wasn't going to collaborate with the Germans. She refused to give any information. She refused to talk to them.
In her cell, Noor wrote secret notes to 2 other prisoners, suggesting a breakout. They used the private lavatory as a drop point for the notes and hatched a plan. Her fellow prisoner, John Starr, stole a screwdriver, hiding it each morning for the others to find. Noor worked for 3 weeks, trading off the tool, using its sharp edge to dig the iron rungs away from the window's concrete frame.
The fact that Noor repeatedly tried to escape, both on her own and in collaboration with other captured resistors at Avenue Foch, is pretty unprecedented and unique. They managed to remove the rungs on the window by the use of a screwdriver, trying to escape.
Noor was the last to loosen her bars, but her fellow prisoners were able to remove the heavy skylight and help her up onto the roof. They were finally free. But as they fled into the night, an air raid siren blared, alerting the guards to their escape.
They were thwarted by an RAF raid. As soon as an air raid happened, then the prison staff would check on the cells, and then the alarm was raised.
After less than an hour of freedom, the 3 prisoners were once again led into Gestapo headquarters.
This, I think, is evidence of the kind of person that Noor was. We know that she was shy, we know that she was reticent, we know that she was small, and yet clearly she had this ferocious streak and desire to escape.
Berlin?
This was the last straw for Kiefer. In a letter sent to Nazi headquarters in Berlin, Kiefer designated Noor Nacht und Nebel, night and fog.
One of the classifications that the Germans, the Nazis, gave to their prisoners was something called Nacht und Nebel. And it comes from saying, sie soll in Nacht und Nebel verschwinden. She should disappear into night and fog.
So this was an identifier for agents who were seen as the most dangerous, that they would disappear into the concentration camp system and never be released.
Noor was helpless, her fate sealed. And, tragically, in German hands, her radio continued to broadcast under her codename, Madeleine. Back in England, Buckmaster and Marx were unaware of Noor's capture until it was too late.
The bluff check for Noor Khan is wrong, sir. There are 18 letters. How did this happen? Why wasn't I notified? I gave very specific instructions about her. Do you understand what this means?
It means the Germans have been using her radio and codes, marks, and making fools of us all. It means they have her. She's gone. Poor girl.
She had held up against 3 weeks of unsuccessful interrogation in Paris. Then, finally, on November 26, 1943, Noor was sent by train to Pforzheim prison in Germany. For her journey and her time in prison, Noor was ordered to be kept always in chains, always isolated from her fellow prisoners.
I'm not aware of any other agent who was treated in that way. They clearly were concerned that she would try to escape again. There does seem to be this determination not to give in.
Finally, after almost a year in captivity, Noor was taken to Dachau, the concentration camp where thousands of Jews, political prisoners, and others considered an enemy of the Reich were killed.
So she, of course, feared death. Every human being fears death, and no doubt she feared more than death, horrors of the brutality of the Gestapo. She came face to face with the very worst of reality, the worst of the world in which we live.
This clip is from our film Enemy of the Reich. To watch the full film, check the description for details, and please support our work by subscribing.